If you are interested in getting into the sport, this video will help you do exactly that. So hey, good folks, thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for tuning into the Mursegeorge channel again. Today, my video is about the lesson, the story of Luke, my son, and him getting into his first motorcycle. And he got one that was suited for his needs now and in the immediate future. He didn't get one that was just minuscule in the power that he was going to learn on, no problem, but within a couple of months be sorry that he bought such a minusculely powered machine. Maybe I should pick another word. So I'm glad that he didn't buy a smaller CC bike that would be good for learning, but would not hold his interest. And in a matter of months, he wished that he would have spent his hard-earned money on something else. I got him into a 650, so that's got a lot of power for later on when he learns how to apply it. But for right now, as long as he's just feathers that clutch and that throttle, and just keeps in mind that he doesn't know what he's doing yet, he'll be safe. Learning to deal with the clutch it's a lot, you know, because you got to think about, okay, I got to drive this sucker, look for obstacles, look for gravel on the road, deal with the clutch, deal with the throttle, front brake, rear brake, balance, bird flying into my helmet, you name it. It's a lot to contend with for a young person that has no experience, but it's totally doable. And just study up on it, you know, watch a lot of videos and read if that's your thing, and just take it slow. Get out there and take it slow. If you want to buy a 300cc, a 250cc, hey, that's fine. Maybe you're not a daredevil, but yet you're an adventure seeker. You want to get out there and have fun, but you don't really care about top speed or hellacious performance that's going to make you hold on to your life, you know, hold on to the handlebars for your dear life. Maybe that's not important to you. You can still have very moderate, easygoing power and get out there, put some wind in your hair, under your sails, and have a lot of fun. But I am an adventure seeker. So that's why I ride an electric unicycle. And if you watch my videos, there's plenty of shots of me going as fast as it possibly will go. So it does about 45. Some people could get it up to 50, but not me. We're talking about 50, 45, 50 miles an hour on one wheel, standing up on one wheel. Man, I'm really putting my life in the hands of some electronics. What do you think, Lukester?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Sounds good, doesn't it? What kind of questions do you have about riding? So you
I'm starting to, now that I've actually been on one, I really am starting to understand how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so what have you done? So obviously you started out in first gear, but have you got into second and third
I
yet?
went in the third.
How'd that feel?
Fast, dude. I felt like I was,
Hugging it too. I bet you're revving. It wasn't even revving it that high.
no, not at all. I was around like 45.
So yeah, I did. With your experience level or inexperience, and in this limited space, I don't see you really getting out of second much. Like I can do I can do 35 easy in this parking lot in second gear, but that's revving it. Try it a little bit. I've given him all the instruction I can. He's just got to get out there and start putting it to use, get some experience under his belt. I've given him a lot of instruction about feathering the clutch, and you know, if you get into a panic mode, just pull in the clutch and disengage the power. Also, I talked a lot about using that front brake. If you are too heavy on that front brake with the wheel turned, you're gonna go straight down. So really you can only hit that front brake hard when the wheel's straight. Just like and he knows, because we've always had bicycles with front and rear brakes, but also we had Surons. So those are electric dirt bikes. So it was the same thing with the Surons, or electric dirt bikes. They were fun. Full suspension electric dirt bikes, they would do like 48 miles an hour. So he does have that experience. So he knows, even on those, if the front wheel was turned and you hit that front brake, you would go down. So it was the same thing with the bicycle. So I made sure that he remembered that for this one, because it's such a beautiful bike. So he just bought this. It's used, but man, it only has 1,600 miles on it, so it's like barely broken in. So there's not a scratch on it. So I'd like for him to keep this scratch-free motorcycle for some time. I know he's loving it. I know he's loving it. So he's been wanting this and talking about this and planning it for so long. You know, he's had a job and he worked. He's been working for years, but I mean, he already had a car, so he's experienced on the road. He's had a car for I guess 3 years now, and he's done good. No tickets or accidents, but he really had his mind set on a motorcycle. I didn't want him to have a motorcycle for obvious reasons. I don't want him to get hurt, but he wouldn't let it go, and he insisted on getting a motorcycle. So look at him go. He's getting better. You're getting better. You look good on it, man. It looks like y'all were built for each other.
Yeah. That's what you like to hear.
So I just gave him a little instruction on feathering the clutch. I mean, he learned how to use it, you know, initially just to, you know, let it out easy and give it a little gas to take off and stuff. But there are other uses for it too. And feathering it, what I say that is like use the clutch right there at that point where it engages to be able to get the engine speed up. You rev it, feather, you know, engage the clutch, rev the engine to where you want it, and then let it out. And it gives you more control of your riding. And depending on your speed and, you know, what you're trying to do, maybe you're in a higher gear than you need to be. So if you were to just let out the clutch, it's going to bog. But if in that same situation, you're at a higher gear than you need to be, you can pull in the clutch, give it gas, raise the RPMs, start revving it, and then let it out. And that will compensate for you being in too high of a gear at too slow of a speed. So I just gave him that lesson, and he's having fun playing with that. And that makes a big difference. That gives you a lot more control, and it's going to make riding a lot more pleasurable. Right now, it's not all that pleasurable. I mean, it's fun, it's exciting, but nothing is natural, and he's having to think real hard about everything he does, you know, just to get around without laying it down. So there'll come a point where he's so comfortable that, you know, it's just fun and natural and exciting. But right now he's, you know, he's stressing. But I mean, that's going to keep him safe. You need to be cautious and concerned. If you just come out here thinking you're invincible, the bike will prove you wrong. It'll show you how mortal you are.
I fucking like it a lot.
Oh man, it only gets better, man. When this comes natural and you do it all without thinking, it's all smooth and you can make the bike hum and purr.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't have any awkward moments in your riding. You'll get there. And when you do get there, you're gonna love riding more than ever. I mean, I know you love it now because I remember, man, the first time I rode a bike, I was like, oh my God, I've been missing this all my life.
And it's fucking beautiful.
And it's beautiful, yeah. I was just telling the good people that watch my channel that I sure would hate for him to lay this bike down, man. It's so pretty. It's like brand new, not a scratch on it. But, you know, it's bound to happen eventually. But
yeah. There's a great deal of awkwardness on these pedals. I am not good at using this pedal.
Yeah.
I'm always like searching for the goddamn
well, you will get accustomed. You will learn where they're at.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time. The guy that he bought this from hooked him up with 2 really nice motorcycle jackets and the helmet that he's wearing. So he scored a good deal. Plus it has the aftermarket exhaust. It's called a slip-on. So look at this aftermarket exhaust. Yoshimura, it makes it sound so sweet. And when you're on the other side of the parking lot, this whole fucking thing is just the sound of that.
Yeah.
It sounds good. I can hear you all the way over there, just deep purring.
Get a rev for the camera. Ready? that shit all day, man.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's how you're gonna learn starting out. Eventually you'll get comfortable. You'll be able to go all over this parking lot. What I'd like you to do eventually is do that main road, the one that starts over there
Oh, yeah, I know what
and
you're
goes
talking
all the way over there. Because that road is, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a manicured road.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have all the gravel like this and stuff. And if you have it long enough, you could probably hit third, and you could probably get up to like 40 and third.
No way. There's a couple of cars trickling in and out between there.
Yeah,
so-
you do have to watch out for that. You don't want somebody to surprise you, and then you're going too fast, and you don't know how to deal with your speed.
Damn, I find it hard to believe it's mine.
Well, believe it, son. You earned it. Living a good life, staying out of trouble, working hard, saving some money. You earned it. Enjoy it.